everyone, my name is the Rad Man, and we are here to play some more Sky Factory. So, I've done a few things around the world. I actually haven't been able to record for about 4 or 5 days. I've just been posting old videos that I've had, because I record these in chunks just in case something like this happens, but basically the power wire for my microphone came unsoldered, so I had to buy a soldering iron, wait for it to get here, and then I just soldered it this morning. Obviously, since I have that backlog, you guys won't notice any spacing in the videos, but it was kind of annoying for me because I was like, I want to play Sky Factory today. Well, what am I going to do that isn't going to, put me leaps and bounds ahead of the series? So I just kind of did some odd jobs, I made this dirt pad I've been meaning to make for a while for Botania. I also added more growth pulsars under this field, and I'm working on expanding it down because I want to get some of the lower level seeds to grow almost instantly if it's possible. I don't actually know if it is, but I'm going to keep adding growth pulsars till I can't notice a difference because I have diamond seeds, so I can grow more diamonds. Anyway, yeah, that's the main thing I've been working on is waiting for those. Haven't done much with that. Been messing around with the power system because it keeps going from filling up the big reactor to draining everything completely for no apparent reason. I have a little tiny ME system set up here for an idea that we're going to do either in this episode or the next one. I need to redo this system because it keeps filling up with sand and extra sand. So I have this chest that it's completely filled up. I added a few more, added a few more molecular assemblers, as you can see. And that's because I need to add in a lot of magical crops recipes. I've added in diamonds, some of the transfer pipes from what I think it's what's that mod called? Extra utilities, filters, just stuff that I use a lot, but I didn't have auto crafted before, like speed upgrades. I made it so that this ME system can craft almost everything that I use on a regular basis to build the ME system, like ME interfaces. I think I already had molecular assemblers. I added the little panels that I use to monitor the system, like one of these terminals, redstone clocks, and yeah, that's pretty much all I added onto this. I did make a 64K crafting storage along with a crafting coprocessor and this thing that I can use to check what it's crafting. And I kind of redid our furnace because I want to get into solar energy, so I set up crafting recipes for solar panels from Solar Flux. And to make one of these, it takes 5,000 bytes, and this list of materials, which a lot of these seeds wouldn't be here normally, but I have it so that it can plant these seeds. I need to add aluminum though, because that's one of the main things I grow, but I don't actually have it growing aluminum for some reason. But yeah, see, it takes 736 glass, so I expanded the furnace setup using this chest, this interface, and this chest. So this chest basically requests coal, and it just requests a stack of it. And then on the bottom down here, there's this with a filter in it and a speed upgrade. And then it's only allowing 1 coal per furnace, just because this would hold over 1,000 coal, and that would take forever to craft with growing seeds one by one. And then I also have hyper rationing pipes along the top, just because I was having a problem where in the original version of this, you'd get a stack in one, a stack in another, and then if you were only crafting 100 glass, these two furnaces would be on forever and every other one wouldn't be being used. So this is a lot more efficient. I still have the first furnace down here. I just use it for crafting more specialty items like food, the plastics that I need for what's it called, and also for like Certus quartz and stuff that I don't craft very often. And that's just because silicon, stone, and glass, I usually need I need them like a lot of them really fast, and yeah, this can actually provide that. Let's see, anything different over here? Not really. Oh, I redid this though, so now I don't get diamond horse armor anymore. I made it so that basically everything but diamond horse armor just goes into this chest and gets put into the ME system, while diamond horse armor has to go into the pulverizer because it can't leave this chest. And then I remove this stuff automatically because I need to set it up so it can automatically craft crushed Certus quartz, I think is what I use a lot of now for my Fluix cables, and I don't have that being automatically made. Let's see. Oh, I did add the second set of like planters and stuff, as you can see, and that's been working pretty hard. Except I kind of need to expand the field because this side keeps getting all its seeds stolen by that side. So like this planter has nothing in it, and this one has stacks upon stacks of seeds. And I've started adding growth pulsers under this just because it's still incredibly slow. And like a lot of these that I use regularly, I need a lot of them, and they're just not being provided as fast as I think they should. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, this is why I don't like doing stuff off camera in this series, is I usually get in a mood where I feel like doing a bunch of stuff, and then I do a bunch of stuff, and holy crap, I just realized. So I haven't shown you guys this, but this is an auto anvil from Open Blocks, and it automatically is making me gold swords out of these broken gold swords, and I'm just sorting out all the other everything else into those two chests. I need to add more though, and then I have a bulk storage for when this fills up. But what I really need to do is just run a transfer pipe over here, because I redid this filter to where basically it doesn't take rails or the ender, so I can literally feed anything into this chest that needs like automatically broken down, and it'll do it. So I need to run this pipe, and then we'll get on to the project that I actually wanted to do today. Because the problem is that I made this over here automatically request the treasure bags and bottles of enchanting to because this takes liquid XP, which I realized you have to have this green liquid XP for like the shower and stuff to work, not this darker green that I was trying to use. But the darker green stuff is actually used in auto enchanter, which I have it so that if any glass bottles find their way into the system, it automatically makes them into bottles of enchanting. And then I also added a crafting recipe for it, but I have quite a bit of it right now, just because I crafted a bunch of it. And I was making it, and I made the glass for it with the old system, which that's actually the reason I made this new one, was because the 3 glass was completely clogging up my glass crafting. And I should really get those, because there's actually some pretty good items that are just sitting there being wasted. But yeah, so that's the main changes I've made. I've probably made a few little ones that you guys are probably going to notice. But it is kind of hard to keep track of every single change that I make in a world that is slowly expanding like this one is. And I'm just now hoping that I'll actually have enough pipes to do this, because I really need to get the gold swords automatically smelted, because they are being annoying. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. It shouldn't have though, because that one doesn't have a speed upgrade in it yet. There we go. And I've actually been using, like, ever since I made the automatic speed upgrade maker, I've been making like a ton of these. But yeah, now that this is running, we should start seeing these items getting picked up. Yeah, they're already being filtered through. That's good. And yeah, pretty soon I'll have to probably make more auto anvils to like put all these together. Except that's going to be a really big project just because of like for every individual thing, like just for iron you gotta have 4 auto anvils, and these are expensive because this auto anvil, it's the only one I've found that will work with just combining 2 golden swords and not like adding an enchantment to them. Because I tried to use an auto anvil that also doubled as an auto enchanter and it didn't work at all. I think I have it somewhere over there. But yeah, basically this thing is nice, but I need a lot more of them because of this chest. And I also need to just start deleting this leather stuff because I get so much of it. But yeah, now that that's fixed, we can get on to our main project, which is I want to get more into Botania because I haven't been doing much with Botania because it's kind of a pain to use just because like of all the flowers. All the flowers are nice and they do nice things, except like for each flower there's a floral powder, then there's a floral like petals. Let's see, I might have a few petals in the system. Yeah. So every single flower in Botania has petals and powder is made with mortar and pestle, which we're going to grab a few of these, and we're going to transition them over to here. So what I've done is I was trying to make it so that I can automatically produce magical fertilizer, which is what you use to grow botanical flowers. I was trying to make it so I could automatically make it, and this is the result of that. There's over probably... Let's see, it actually should tell me if I look in here. There's around about 40 or 50 patterns. It's actually probably around 40 because of the mortar and pestles. But yeah, so there's quite a few of these. So what I've done is I've designed this compact little, basically mini ME setup that can craft, ideally, I haven't actually, set it up, but... Ideally, I want this to be able to automatically craft me magical fertilizer with one type of flower, because the problem is, like, I have all these ones that craft with 4 of each of the fertilizers, but the ME system only picks the first one. It doesn't look at any of the others to see if they're applicable. It always picks the first one that makes whatever you're making. So that makes it really hard if you have, like, for instance... these, and then another way to make redstone, which luckily there isn't, but that would cause problems. And basically that's what I'm having. And yeah, right now I'm doubling all my seeds because I don't have enough seeds for some of my higher level automatic recipes, like for instance those solar panel 4s from Solar Flux. That one of them, I've made 13 of them, and I have them up here. And as you can see, I haven't hooked them up to the power grid yet, but during the day they produce so much power. I need to make more hardened flux duct though, and I stuck them up here because I realized that if I keep adding stuff down there, eventually they'll get overshadowed, where up here I'm done expanding this mob system, so I may as well use the roof of it for something. But yeah, that's one of the most expensive auto crafting recipes I have. Like, it takes so many seeds just to make one of them, and I want to make batches of 10, but to do that I need more higher level seeds. So yeah, that's why I'm carrying around a bunch of seeds. But anyway, so what we're going to do, the plan right now is, let's actually grab, I think we can grab, let's just see, whatever flower I have the most of right now. So we'll grab our mystical light blue, and we're going to see if we can make this autocraft into magical fertilizer, because magical fertilizer is also what we use in lily pads of fertility. And if I can, I would, maybe it's not magical fertilizer, I think it's just fertilizer, but whatever it is, it's from Botania, and it's used to make lily pads of fertility, and I need more of those too, so this would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's just see, I just need a little bit of bone meal, not those. And let's see if we can get this set up, because ideally, this little compact system here, and by the way, this monitor and stuff is just because I wanted a nice little interface where I could see it crafting interact with the drive and have it craft, and this just happened to be a little shape that I liked that I came up with. So let's see, so mystical blue, there we go. We'll pull out these two patterns. That is the one nice thing, is it does name the pattern after what it makes. Oh, I forgot, you can't shift click into molecular assemblers, you have to place it in. So ideally now we should have a recipe for, did I not put in the, oh, let's see, oh, oh, it's floral fertilizer, so floral, so I guess we'll just have to look and see. So it's, we're crafting floral blue, so we need the one that takes floral blue, floral brown. But yeah, if this works, I already have all the recipes and stuff, and that's why I made it so that this ME system can craft stuff like more controllers. Plus, I'm actually running out of channels. Like, this main channel that I stick everything on has 27 of 32 channels used, and I have a bunch of dense cable going everywhere now. Because I basically had to add a bunch of interfaces down here that I didn't have to have before when my auto crafting wasn't as complicated as it is. But now if we stick this in, we should be able to automatically craft it because we have 5 of these, so we should be able to make 2 of those. I forgot to put in the bone meal. Did I get the wrong flower? Oh, I didn't even put in the flowers, probably, knowing me. Really? Mystical light blue. That's the one thing, is I'm gonna have a lot of that where I'm gonna make mistakes like that. But what I'm gonna do basically is to save on like my channels on my main network. I'm basically going to set up a sorting system using the transfer nodes, where I can dump all the flowers into one chest. They'll get sorted and put into these little mini systems, and then the output chests will all combine back into one chest, and all the output chests from these systems will have crafting cards, so it'll always be trying to craft the floral fertilizer, but when I give it flowers, it'll actually craft it, and otherwise they'll just sit waiting for flowers, basically. But let's just see. So we should be able to craft this now because I got the right flowers. So if this works, I'm going to be so happy. You can see it crafting it there. Yes! Okay, so this is definitely what I'm going to do, because it takes me on average 2 or 3 minutes to make like 4 or 5 floral fertilizers. But if I can just make a system that will automatically feed me floral fertilizers, I can basically do anything in Botania I want, because the hardest part about Botania for me is having the patience to grow new flowers. And I have a flower pouch, so basically I'll just get a batch of them, stick them in the system, it'll automatically make them, and then I'll take them back out. So what I'm going to do now is, I figured there are 18 flowers in Botania, if I am correct. I made more mortar and pestles than I need though. But I'm going to have to make 18 of these little mini systems, and this is what this big area out here is for. This is the perfect project to fill this space. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the other 17 and then move this 18th one in. And then I'm going to figure out how to hook them together with transfer pipes and stuff once they're all up and working. So it'll take a while though, because if I just type in ME, I need to make 17. I always keep saying 18. So basically I just tell this system to make 17 more of these, 17 more of these, because they're all going to be exactly the same. And then I'll probably just make signs or something to label them. I have this problem where I don't have big enough crafting storages. Like, this takes too many bytes to make a lot of stuff. So I'm probably gonna start moving this main ME system to have all 64K crafting storages, or at least add one more. But yeah, it'll take a while to craft all this stuff just because my processor maker is still kind of slow. I kind of need to overhaul it now, just because if I use a system like I did with the furnaces, I can still use the same amount of channels, but just make a lot more. But anyway, yeah, like I said though, it'll take a while to make all these. So I'm going to get these all made, and then we'll do the sorting system. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. So as you can see, I've got our little mini network set up here. This is the spot for the one over there that actually contains all the patterns and stuff. And I'm waiting for some chests to be auto-crafted along with a few processors. Looks like the chests are almost done. Also some speed upgrades. But yeah, now what I'm going to do, I should grab the chests that have already been crafted because I think there's enough of them. I had to craft a few extra because I actually used quite a few chests. Yeah, okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do is we'll probably have chests on top of them like this, just to keep a low profile. And then we'll run the piping above here just so I can walk in between. And then the way that this is designed, I can place a single hardened flux duct between these and they'll work. And I'm considering these hooking these up to that power line that comes down from those solar panels, because right now it just runs to here and ends because I'm waiting on more invar to grow to make more of these flux ducts. And yeah, once I get that up and going, I'll probably run it to here because I'd imagine that this is going to take quite a lot of power to run. And I'd rather not burden the regular system with that because I finally got it fine-tuned to where it's not wasting any power, but it's maintaining a high enough level that I won't run out of power for a long time. Of course, that is, going to be affected. Like if I turn on and off a machine, I'll have to go adjust it, but for now I'll just have it like it is. Let's just see. Yeah, and then what we'll do is, let's break this. What we'll do is probably, let's see, so there and there. I should have shifted that over one block, but it's kind of too late now. So I think what we'll do is this will be the input chest, this will be the output chest, and so fertilizer, flowers. And yeah, now what I'm going to do, crap, I need one more sign. What I'm going to do now is sort through all of these patterns, and I'll put like the brown mystical ones. I'll basically assign them each one of these. Obviously I'll have to run power to them to actually put the stuff in them, but basically I'll assign each of these one of those, and I'll probably just put the sign over top the crafting unit or 1K crafting storage. And yeah, that way I can manually check these if I need to, but like I said, ideally these should be set up in a way that they automatically just do what they need to do and I don't need to mess with them after today. Because yeah, a big part of Botania is that fertilizer, and normally it wouldn't be such a big deal, except the only problem is if I don't have a good supply of it and I do a lot of Botania crafting, there is always a chance that I'd run out of Botania flowers. So this is more of a just extra precaution than anything, and I'm gonna need more chests. But yeah. Yeah, and I'll also have to make like more transfer nodes, transfer pipes, because right now I don't even have any transfer nodes. I'll probably make not 160 of them. And yeah, it is pretty nice though, because I can just tell it to make something and then it uses the farm to craft like the redstone and stuff. Like, the only problem is it takes a long time to make anything, especially like if it's got processors. So I think the next thing that we overhaul is going to be probably the processor maker, because I overhauled the furnace, and yeah, that was the main thing holding the processor maker back before. I'm considering renovating this and converting it into something more like this. But the only problem is then I need a lot of growth pulsers, which it takes a lot of diamonds. And the problem is, it's like, oh, 1 diamond is 9 essence. So either you grow 1 plant 9 times or 9 plant 1 times, and that's 9 spots there, and I think this holds about 50 something plants. So you very quickly run out of space, which is a problem that I'm having right now. Is, like, for instance, I think it's, I also made 2 more of these big crafting storages. This one is using the seeds. This one is 2, and the chest one finished up, but it was using seeds too. So yeah, a lot of things actually use seeds. I'll make 70 chests, except no crafting CPUs are available, because that's a lot of storage. But yeah, I'm gonna run the power cables and everything, and probably do a little bit of work on the sorting system, and definitely assign these all to whichever one I want them to be. So I'll be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back. So I have this crazy mishmash of pipes set up. So let's just check. Okay, I have nothing in there, so now I can hook this up. So this should be a working filter system. I obviously need to put the filters in it, but what I've done is I use crossover pipes, and then all of the pipes to put the flowers into the systems run along and meet here. All of the pipes to take them out meet up right here, because one runs one way, the other runs this way. And yeah, so now all I have to do is put in crafting cards and request floral fertilizer. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it is. Yeah, floral fertilizer. And that way it'll automatically try and start crafting it. And then I just need to go along and, for instance, this is the blue one, so in the black slot I would put the blue flower. Blue. Mystical blue flower. There we go. This one is the black flower, which I believe was right here. And I also have it so I can stick bone meal in, though I think I'll probably just end up manually putting in a few stacks of bone meal and then occasionally checking for when that runs out. And there we go. And yeah, I'll just go along and do this, and then I'm gonna make some speed upgrades so that it doesn't take forever. Whoops, wrong one. So that it doesn't take forever to get our first test run going. And yeah, I'll have to make quite a few speed upgrades to get these very fast, but I might just leave them. Though I am going to grab glowstone. Oh, I actually already have glowstone. And I'm going to use glowstone in these pipes and stuff so that I can check and see how efficiently it's getting through the system. Because if it's doing it pretty inefficiently, I'm probably going to end up putting in speed upgrades into all of these just so it doesn't take forever. Because the idea of this is I dump, the flowers in, and I get back my my fertilizer relatively quickly, not a month later. But yeah, and the way that I've done this, by the way, is on the underside of this chest. There's an export bus above this one, and then on the back there's an import bus under this chest, so it pulls everything in or pushes things out, and then I just filter that. There we go. Oh, and I did find out that I forgot that Minecraft inventories are only 9 wide because of there's only 9 keys, I guess, that you can use to quick jump around. So I actually have 2 extra of these. So I'm considering making these into a lily pad maker, like the lily pad of fertility. Though I only need a few more, so it's probably not actually worth messing around with. But yeah. Anyway, so you know what? Let's check up on the speed upgrades, because if it has speed upgrades, I might just finish doing... Okay, yeah, it does have the speed upgrades. I'm gonna get it to craft... Let's see. Okay, so I have 16 of those because I made 18 and there's 2 extra. So I'll get this making 160, and then I'll put at least 10 in each of these just so it doesn't take for absolutely ever. And we'll put that in there, and then I think we left off. Okay, that one has one. That means that you should not, you do not. Okay, so you have brown and green. So brown and green. Wait a second, what? Brown. Uh-oh. We have a problem. No brown flower. Well, this is gonna be interesting. How did I miss the brown one? Brown. What? Brown. Mystical brown petal. Did I not pick up? Oh, I didn't pick it up. That's weird. I must have used it in crafting or something and then not gotten another one. So for now, I guess this one won't have a filter. I'll just have to come and clean it out. I guess that's weird. I could have sworn I had every single flower. Let's see. So then next is purple and pink. And yeah, this has taken all day, by the way, just in case you wanted to know. And there is this, I don't think you have to necessarily have an ME controller on every single one, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, just because I know for sure if I put an ME controller on every single one, it's gonna work, because I tested it. Let's see, orange, there we go. That was orange, right? Yes, and then cyan. Good, we're down to the last few, so I'll just have to remember that the brown one doesn't have anything in it, because... Oh, I know what I did. I tested out the idea with brown. I tested it out in my big system and used up all of the supply of it. Then we have white and light blue, which it's funny because I not even on really no light blue. Oh, that's because I left them in here because they were already in here, so I'll have to make a filter for these two. Holy cow. Then lime and gray. So gray, we need gray, not light gray. I almost made that mistake when naming it. Lime and gray. And then the last is light gray and magenta. So magenta and light gray. And now I just need to see if we have any brown flowers in the system that I might have missed. Brown? Of course not, so I'll have to farm some of those. So that means that I need a filter. I need 2 filters actually, I guess. So just get out 2 of those, make one of them with light blue, and then stick it in, and now we're ready to perform the first official test. And I guess just so we don't have any problems with not having a brown, I'll just filter in a transfer pipe. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one. And that way nothing can go in it. And if I put anything besides flowers in this, like glowstone, it's just going to get really confused. So let's watch it. It's just going to start searching it out. Good. Seems to be doing that efficiently at least. Holy cow, how many times does it need to do that? How far along is it, actually? 2 cyan. Why isn't it finding the cyan? Cyan was over here, right? Cyan. Cyan. Uh-oh, we have a problem. Okay, so cyan's right here. Oh, this isn't connected to the rest of the system. I didn't extend it enough. Whoops. There we go. Now it should fix it once it recalculates. Holy cow. I was going to say I might even have to put in more speed upgrades. Just because it has to recalculate each individual branching path, which I think there is an upgrade that helps with that, but this is not, it doesn't need to be the fastest system. It's just that when it has to calculate, you know, this entire leg and then that entire leg, it takes a while if it's on the end. So let's see, so we have light blue and then magenta, so it's going to come down here next. There we go, and then magenta, I believe, is like here. Okay, it found it. Good. So now what we should be able to do is, let's just look. Do we have enough in this to make floral fertilizer? No. Okay, so now I need to put bone meal in here. So now if I craft 1 floral fertilizer, which it'll take it a second. There it is, crafting it there. Good. So now what I should be able to do is, I already made crafting cards. And I got sucked in here because I left it on without a filter. There they are. I had to look for a second, so got my crafting card. So now what we'll do is we'll go under this chest, put in floral fertilizer and a crafting card. Then we'll just rinse and repeat. So I think this one did have enough that it should start making another one. Or maybe it only had 2. Let's find one that has 2 in it already. That one wouldn't work. Okay, so we'll put in floral fertilizer. It's not going to do anything, but then if we put in this, we should see it start crafting. We should see it start crafting. Floral fertilizer with a crafting card. Use stocked items or craft while exporting. You should be exporting it now. There's no way I've used up 8 channels making this. So let's just check. Maybe it's getting confused. Oh, it's missing bone meal. Stupid of me. I know I do something stupid like that. So that actually does prove that it will work. I'm just a silly and I forgot to add in bone meal. So yeah, we'll really quickly add the rest of these. And yeah, I hope you guys don't mind like doing like a project like this where I cut a bunch of stuff out. The problem is just that like it hasn't actually taken me, like it's only taken me probably 4 hours to make this, but most of that was just waiting around for this all the components for each individual ME system, just because they are pretty complex. Oh wait, this one should have started crafting because I left bone meal in it. Yeah, it's crafting. So we should have floral fertilizer at the end. There it goes. Obviously that's the speed at which they go if there's, you know, no upgrades in them. And I think I already got these 2. Yes, I did. So I think we're good. I think the system should be up and operational. Do we have... Dang it. Where is it? Did it get lost? We should have had floral fertilizer. You should have made me floral fertilizer. But where on earth? I need a speed upgrade. The problem is, without the speed upgrades, the little thing moves so slowly that it's kind of hard to keep track of, ironically, even though it's moving slow. Let's see, break it into 11, and I'm only going to put 10 in each. So we'll just fix that. And yeah, we'll just go stick those in some that I know have. Okay, there we go. So if we put this in here, there it goes. Okay, so, and I know that there is a variety of speed upgrades that should help with the pathfinding through this type of network. So yeah, when the rest of them get crafted, I'll stick them in. But for now, we have 2 floral fertilizer automatically produced. And all I really need to do now is take my bone meal, and I think since I have that filter and it does that so randomly, I'm just gonna put a bunch of bone meal in here randomly, and after it runs through, that's probably over 1,000 bone meal. After it runs through all of this, I'm gonna see if it, yeah, I think the problem is it's not putting it into these ones, it's stopping here. Let's see, yeah, you've got a few stacks, you probably have hardly any, and you probably have none. Yeah, you have none. Yeah, so I'll have to manually put in a stack or two of bone meal into each, because honestly it doesn't use up the bone meal very fast. It's just kind of annoying. But luckily I'm pretty sure we produce a ton of bone meal. So just put a few in. 256, you already have some. Yeah, like all these ones along the main strip will have enough. It's just these ones along the sides that I'll worry about, and I'll have to remember to fix the brown one since it is broken. You'll get a few. You'll get 3. You have 24, so you'll get 2 and you'll get 1, and then I'll need to go get more. Because, like I said, I kind of want to just let this thing run for a while. Though with the crafting monitors, I don't actually know if you can tell if there's if it's missing something. But yeah. Anyway, we'll go put these in here, and then we'll call that probably an end to the episode, since dagnabbit, I forgot you can do that with an ME system. I accidentally put like thousands of items in at once, which, it's nice. It's just not that nice for like testing stuff. You should have over 60. Yeah, you have 60. Good. And now let's see. So now that they all have bone meal, we should get a few more floral fertilizers. Yes, we have 13. Oh, this is awesome. 14. Okay, so yeah, so I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So basically what we're going to do now is I collected a bunch of flowers of all different types, and we're going to feed every single one of these flowers into the system, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of time to process, and then we're going to see how much floral fertilizer comes out. So let's just see. So we can watch it snaking its way through, finding the inventories. Good. I might need to make it check farther, because some of these aren't checking very efficiently, like this one that keeps checking only behind it. That's weird. Let's see how many are left. Mystical cyan. Why does cyan have so many problems? Oh, it's right at the end of this. Yeah, that's probably the reason, is because it's at the very end. Might have to put even more speed upgrades into it, or the other type of upgrade. Let's see, it's this upgrade, which is depth first or breadth first, and I think we would use a depth first, which is this. So they are quite expensive. Let's see. Yeah, see, so basically it'll more effectively explore, whereas with this one, the node it'll do distance. Oh yeah, we don't want this one, because that's a search upgrade, not a handing out upgrade. This one, yeah, see, okay. So let's see, so to make this one, we just need blocks of redstone. I'll just make 10 of them, and yeah, then I can come back, and once this is crafted, we'll be good. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I made 3 of the depth first searches, and that's a search upgrade. Really? First search. Is there no just... oh, whatever. I guess if this doesn't affect these, I'll just keep adding speed upgrades till it's so fast that it doesn't matter. It's not like it matters that much anyway, I just like my things to be fast. I put a few more speed modules in. I've still got about 60 speed modules that need crafting. But yeah, we got 33 floral fertilizer from that, and I believe I used 15. So yeah, it roughly doubles your floral fertilizer, so we aren't gonna have any problems with Botania now. I mean, let's see how many flowers 30 of this produces. Quite a few. Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably just, whenever I have extra time, drop these off, and then like 5 minutes later come back and they should all be processed. And the nice thing is it shouldn't craft like the extras. It shouldn't craft the extra ones like down into the petals or powder. So I should actually have at least one of every flower in the system most of the time, just because it takes 2 of that type of flower to actually craft 1 fertilizer. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. My name is the Rad Man, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.